Tell me about your book, like what made you want to write it? I know I read a little bit about how you got into school and there wasn't a lot of funds available.
Yeah, well, my dad actually was diagnosed with cancer when I was 3, and he passed away when I was 7, which put my family into poverty. My mom was a single mom. I have a brother, and affording a college education just didn't seem possible. And my mom actually sat me down the first day of my freshman year of high school, and she said, "Kristina, I love you and I believe in you, but there is no way that I can support you financially once you graduate from high school. So you need to start thinking about scholarships and how you're going to pay for college." And that was really hard to hear at first, and it was hard to choke down and process through, but it was also so wonderful that she told me that, because it made me think about college and, get motivated to get out there and make a strategy and a plan for winning scholarships. So I did, and I ended up winning over $500,000 in scholarships for college, and I just felt really blessed and very fortunate that I did figure out tips and strategies for winning. And I know that there are so many people out there that they just feel like college is not affordable, and there's no way they could ever pay for it. So I wanted to write a book to give back and help students have a roadmap to get through winning scholarships and also finding success so that they can pay for college.
So can you give away some of the secrets for your plan? Like, did it take you all 4 years of high school to obtain all these scholarships, or was it something, you can take a smaller chunk of time and start to search?
Well, it's best to start early. I always recommend students start their freshman year because, scholarship applications are judged on your entire high school experience. So, the judges are looking to see what you did freshman through senior year. Your grades are judged all 4 years. Your activities are judged all 4 years. So the sooner you start, the more time you have to build a resume and stand out in the process and plan your academics and really put together a resume and an application that stands out to judges. And, you really want to get involved in activities. Judges love to see commitment and achievement, and those things come naturally whenever you're doing things that you enjoy. So I encourage students to get
Because then
out
you could
there.
take like a leadership role if you're doing
Yeah.
something you really love.
Absolutely. Yeah, it can be a lot of fun. And, a lot of students think, oh man, when I'm trying to be a scholar, I've got to do all these boring scholarly things. But that's not true. It's about getting out there and doing what you love, having fun doing it. And then, you're going to be likely to take on leadership roles and exhibit great scholar qualities that judges are looking for.
Where do you start searching?
Well, there are over 1.5 million separate scholarship awards given out every year. So
So it seems like a little overwhelming. So where would you?
Yeah, it can feel pretty tough at first knowing where to start, and there are fortunately all sorts of great resources for students to get started. There are scholarship database websites where students can go and type in their information. They type in different pieces of their profile, where they're from, what type of interests they have, what their grades are, and it basically filters through those 1.5 million scholarships and helps break down what scholarships fit you. And it basically creates a list of targeted scholarships that match your criteria. And then also there are books that have tons of scholarships, and you can just sort through and they have it broken down into categories, and you can figure out what scholarships you fit.
No, I've seen those. They're huge. And there's so
Yeah.
many things available. I guess people just really have to look. I've always heard, there might be a scholarship you're like kind of on the edge about applying for, but you never know who else is applying. Maybe everyone else kind of felt that, and then you might be the only one in the running sometimes.
Yeah.
Have you ever found anything like that?
Yeah, there are several scholarships that go unclaimed every year, or just have a few applicants, so it's definitely worth applying. And I was actually just talking to someone this morning who actually went to school, and she didn't get enough money for college and was struggling to pay for it, and she actually just wrote a letter to her college asking for more money and if there was more scholarship money available, and they gave her $5,000.
Wow.
So sometimes it's just putting yourself out there and giving yourself a shot. Hi, I'm Kristina Ellis. My book is Confessions of a Scholarship Winner. It's available at Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, and wherever books are sold. And please keep in touch. You can visit my website at www.kristinaellis.com.